Welcome to NFL Primetime on ESPN Plus, presented by Dell Technologies. Your new Dell PC gets your holiday to-dos done faster.
Welcome, everybody, to Week 12 of NFL Primetime. Chris Berman, Booger McFarland, you stocked up the fridge yet? We ready to go?
We're close, bro. I got the ham ready.
You're trying to convert me to it.
I'm trying to get you from turkey to ham. We got the sweet potato pie ready. Don't really do the cranberry sauce. We got dressing, not stuffing.
Hey, it all sounds very good to me. For Booger, for Boomer, for all of us at NFL Primetime, let us be among the first to wish you and your family and your friends a very happy Thanksgiving. Well, we're the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And in football by now, you got to get going, right? So last year, let's see, the AFC leaders. Let's put this up here to show what a difference in the AFC this year has been. This isn't news, but look at the record. The Bills and the Ravens and the Texans and the 15-2 Chiefs, they were the winners last year in the division. Where are they entering today? Well, the Bills are second behind the Patriots. The Ravens are second behind Pittsburgh. The Texans are third. The Colts are the pace setters in that division. And the Chiefs at 5-5 are third behind Denver and the Chargers. So why don't we start with the Chiefs, who need it, and the Colts, who want to keep rolling. Daniel Jones, Colts, they've been a great story. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, it's getting late out here early. First Chief drive, Laiatu Latu taps the ball in the air and grabs it himself.
Just a tremendously athletic play to get up, tip it, but have the wherewithal to go get it and then try to score, if not for the tackle by Mahomes.
You like those big fellas, especially for the Colts and the Bucs. And so, 2 plays later, Michael Pittman from Jones, 6-yard touchdown. Just like that, Chiefs behind 7-0. Travis Kelce, direct snap. He's going to score. They're imaginative down there, but Jawan Taylor is called for a personal foul.
And it was a really good call, because if he doesn't grab Kwity Paye's head right there, Kwity makes the tackle. They call face mask. Good call.
This has been the story of the Chiefs, shooting themselves in foot, turnovers deep, and then turnovers, if you will, in the red zone. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones to Drew Ogletree. It's 14-3 Colts in Arrowhead. 2 field goals. Butker make it 14-9 at the half. Early fourth, 20-9. Again, an 11-point Colt lead. Kareem Hunt, remember Pacheco still hurt, maybe will play Thanksgiving, but no! Former Chief Charvarius Ward recovers the fumble, and look at it.
Yeah, and it was definitely a fumble boom, and this is when you thought just maybe the dynasty could be ending right before our eyes.
Yeah, but look at that team where that's veteran to veteran. Travis Kelce, Hunt, we need you, big guy, and he got the message. Way into the end zone, he scores. They get a 2-point conversion, 20-17, and there they are again in better shape, but still trailing. 4 minutes to go. 4th and 3 Chiefs. For 3 quarters, big explosives have been tough to find for the Chiefs. But this is Rashee Rice. Dare I say Rice? Starting to cook. 19 yards. 20 seconds left. 3rd and goal at the 3. Kwity Paye makes the Chiefs pay, and Mahomes, Coach Shane Steichen, done a great job. And so rather than win the game at the end, the Chiefs have to settle for a tying field goal from 25 from Harrison Butker, his 4th. We go to overtime. Colts first possession. 3rd and 1 on 42. Jonathan Taylor held in check. And was he ever there? Drew Tranquil, Chris Jones in on it.
Really good job. You started to hear the names you were familiar with, Jones and Tranquil.
4 straight 3-and-outs, Booger for the Colts. Then under 6 to go in overtime, Mahomes. Xavier Worthy, the X-Man, for 31 yards. Then 2 plays later, Mahomes. You can kind of feel the rice starting to boil, at least simmer. 31 yards. Rice always good at Thanksgiving, too, no matter what you're serving.
No matter what you put with it.
And then Mahomes, on 2nd down, we're close enough. They don't need a touchdown. They just need a field goal, and Butker connects for the 5th time. And Andy Reid, the Kansas City Chiefs, win their first. Last year, they were unbelievable and undefeated. What were they, 12-0, including playoffs and 1-score games? They were 0-5 this year until this one. Chiefs 23, Colts 20 in overtime. Patrick Mahomes, exhale quickly.
This is exactly what we needed to win against a really good football team, and the game's not going your way. you could have folded in that situation and kind of been kind of the rest of the season. The guys responded and then found a way to win on every single unit. I mean, offense, we found a way at the end. Defense stood tall multiple times to give us chances.
There could have been some opportunities, but like I said, we have to give Daniel time. We got to be in our right spot for Daniel. We have to protect well. So it's accumulation of a lot of things that it goes together as an offense that we have to execute. Whatever it's called, we have to execute. We have to make the plays go.
Well, we'll talk this game in a moment. The first place Chicago Bears, didn't know we'd be saying that at this time. Aaron Rodgers, we're number 1. He was 25-5 as a Packer quarterback against the Bears.
He was just saying hello to you, Boone.
He was, but he's not going to play. That decision came out 90 minutes before the game, so it's Mason Rudolph who's picked off. Look, the Bears have forced the most turnovers in football. Nashawn Wright was right.
That was a tremendous interception. Not only the ball skills, but to get the feet down, great pick.
So Rudolph picked. He played well in relief last week.
He did.
8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Caleb Williams throws a hard ball, but that one was caught by a touchdown, DJ Moore. 7-0 Chicago. Then toss to DK Metcalf. It goes officially as a run. Pittsburgh doesn't care how you score it. We're tied at 7. Early second quarter, same score. 2nd and 20. Bears backed up. Are they ever? TJ Watt! Look out! How many times have you seen it? Strip sack is 115th. He passes his brother, Nick Herbig, touchdown.
He's done it so many times, Boone. Not just to get the sack, but get the sack fumble and put points on the board. And he passed his brother, J.J. Watt, on that play.
Yeah, that'll be discussed at Thanksgiving. 14-7 Steelers. Williams, though Caleb to Colston Loveland. They love it in Bears land. Loveland, and we're tied at 14. This is a fun game. Late second quarter, Kenneth Gainwell. Boy, did he gain well. Down the sideline. Whee! He's in, but then they looked and it was the other hand without the ball to tuck the pile up, but a great run.
A tremendous run. Little fake tush push there by the Steelers.
Yeah, and on 4th and 1, they saw the Ravens do it. Why not us? Jalen Warren says, hey, that's a lot of room around right tackle, isn't there? And Grouch, yeah, we are number 1. 21-17 Steelers. 8.5 left in third. Caleb. Zing. That DJ Moore is second of the game, 24-21 Chicago.
It's been fun to watch this young man get better and better.
He is, but 4 minutes left in the third. Montez Sweat coming in on Rudolph. Uh-oh, the sled got derailed. It's a little early for Christmas. Sweat, no Sweat, gets the ball.
I love it. Sweat, sack, fumble, and then the hustle. Get up off the ground, go find the ball, and get the ball. Tremendous all-around play by Sweat.
Early fourth quarter. Bears after the turnover. 3rd and goal from the 2. Kyle Monangai. Monangai has the eye for the end zone. Bears? They lead 31-21 over the Steelers. 6.5 to go, but Rudolph to Pat Fryer moved. Now we're 31-28. This was fun at Soldier Field. 40 seconds left in the fourth after each team is punted. 4th and 6, Rudolph throw tipped by Jaquan Brisker, and it's incomplete Bears defense.
Yeah, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. The Bears defense was outstanding all day long.
And Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears, while they're 0-2, but guess what? They're 8-3. They're 8-1 since then. They have now forced 24 turnovers, and we're not at Thanksgiving yet. Turnovers good on a plate, not if you're serving them up on football field. Mike Tomlin knows.
We're all responsible. We know that. That game is an illustration of that. It's just tight when it's good on good, and we didn't make enough plays and enough sequences, as I mentioned, to be successful.
You don't apologize for any wins in this league, and I think that's a historic organization over there, and they got a bunch of great athletes, a bunch of great coaches and things like that. So like I said, you don't apologize. But you do understand where you can be as a team, what we could have done out there, and that's the frustrating part. It starts with me, and it funnels down everybody else.
Wait a minute, they're apologizing for winning 31-28. It's maybe the first team with a winning record, maybe at the time they were, but I think now it's the case. The Bears don't have to apologize for going 8-1. Caleb, I threw the ball really well. It's hard. He throws it hard. Yeah. But I thought he threw very well today. Do you agree?
Not only did he throw the ball well, the command and the poise. It's been really cool to see him get better and better throughout the season. The defense has been outstanding, 24 turnovers. They lead the league in turnovers. And so when you look at the formula, we're going to rush the quarterback with Sweat. He's coming along. We're going to turn you over. We have an offense that doesn't consistently turn the football over. And you have a quarterback that's getting better and better and better. And when you look at Swift and Monangai, you see the formula for how they're winning. This is team football. The quarterback doesn't have to do it all by himself. And you saw today the difference between these two teams. Caleb Williams, accurate, consistent, throwing the football to the right guy, and Mason Rudolph just couldn't quite get that done, and that was the biggest difference in the game.
You know, the Bears are really concerned. And look, Pittsburgh ran as a team for what, 186, so it's not like they shut them down.
Correct.
They're without their starting 3 linebackers. Now, that may continue. They have a Friday game, I believe it is, on Black Friday against Philadelphia. So, but Chicago, look, you don't have to apologize for anything. For Pittsburgh, look, they're still, what, they're head above water. They're 6-5, but they gambled, and I'm not saying these guys aren't, look, the TJ Watt can play till he's 50 if he wants to. But a lot of the other older guys, let's roll the dice this time. And I don't know that it's all paying off because Pittsburgh, they beat the Colts. I get it a couple weeks ago, but it looks like it's slowly seeping the wrong way. Is that fair to say?
Very fair. There's an old saying that water always finds its level. And when you look at the Steelers, they came out hot. They were leading the North. But even Vegas didn't believe in them. And all of a sudden now they've leveled out and they're not leading anymore. It's because the team is flawed. The quarterback position has kind of been in disarray. Rodgers, now he has the risk. Rudolph come in. Rudolph is really not a starting quarterback. If they can't run the football and the defense can't create turnovers, they're going to struggle. And to your point, the defense is an older defense. And I've been around the world a little while. You don't get fresher as you get older. And I think they're starting to figure it out right now. I hope they can come back and play well because, as Caleb said, this is one of the historic franchises. But you kind of see that this is not going the right direction.
No, I mean, they're fortunate that it's really only Baltimore. I mean, Cincinnati and Cleveland.
Exactly.
Another story, but we'll see. And they've yet to play the Ravens. They played twice. We'll get to the Ravens in a minute. Kansas City Chiefs didn't look good again. You know, they made the turnover deep. They had penalties. It cost them a touchdown. The Colts led by 11 twice, even going into the fourth quarter. And for 3 quarters, you and I watched the game, obviously, together. They were searching for some explosives, right? They finally got them in the fourth quarter, but they kept trying. Those quick dump-offs early, it changed in the fourth quarter.
And boom, sometimes it's not about X's and O's. Sometimes it's called institutional pride. This is a proud franchise. And at 5-5, they knew today their backs were against the wall. And Patrick Mahomes, you just started to hear. When I listened to the game and I heard the names that I'm used to hearing. Chris Jones on the pressure, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. You heard McDuffie. The names that we're used to hearing with the coach. That's when you knew that their best players were stepping up, making plays. And yes, they started to get some bigger plays later in the game. I thought the defense dominated the Colts in the fourth quarter and overtime. Colts had 18 yards. In the fourth quarter and overtime, the Colts, the best offense in football, had 18 yards. There's your ball game.
Well, part of the reason that best offensive football is the guy that leads the league in rushing, Jonathan Taylor. I thought, I didn't really know, I know some, that they would play like they did Saquon Barkley in the Super Bowl. Now, if you remember the Super Bowl, the passing game of Philly clobbered him.
Yes.
Saquon didn't get his yards, a 2,000-yard back. I thought they would sell out some to keep Taylor from running wild, which except for one run they did.
Yeah.
And Jones early had that opening, but they couldn't okay, you're going to beat me. He's not going to beat me, and it worked for Spagnuolo's defense. You agree?
And that's what the great teams do. I'm going to take away what you do best, take your fastball away, and see if you can beat me with your secondary pitch. And I think if you're Indianapolis, you've lost 3 games on the season, and they've all been kind of fluky fashion. The Mitchell turnover, the 5 turnovers, and then today. My biggest question about Indianapolis is this, is when teams take away your best option, which is Jonathan Taylor, can you find a secondary option? And so far, they haven't been able to do that consistently. He had his second lowest rushing output of the season today. They had the ball, boom. They had the ball with the lead, 5 minutes left. They couldn't put it away.
Right.
When you have a run like that, you got to put the game away, and they didn't.
Yeah. They're 9-3, though, so again,
it's fine.
It's hardly but they'll take 9-3.
No question.
And the Chiefs,
they live to fight another day.
Don't quite push them away. And, of course, the Chiefs playing at Dallas on Thanksgiving. And that's a big one. That will be fun. Turduckens and all. At any rate, Patriots, that's right. The first place, like Chicago. Did you think you'd say New England would be in first place by a couple of games in their division? Bengals without Joe Burrow. Maybe he'll play on Thanksgiving night against Baltimore. We'll see. 9-2 New England at Cincy. Oh, Romancing the Stone. Remember that movie? Geno Stone with the pick. The former Raven, been a Bengal for a while. 10-0 Bengals?
Bengals?
At home. A few minutes later, the Drake May. Boy, he loves his Hunter Henry. He had a career high for him in yards, over 100, 115 to be exact. 10-7 Bengals lead. Under 8 to go in the half. Joe Flacco. Time. But too much time. Marcus, along came Jones. He's at a punt return and it's a pick return.
You can't double pump and throw it to the outside. He did that. It was a pick six. That was an easy play from a veteran quarterback like Flacco.
And so the Patriots now have the 17-13 lead. Third quarter. Pats ball, 3rd and 11, 0-9. May. Oh, what a good ball he throws. That's Pop Douglas. Pop goes the Weasel, 37 yards. Patriots pick up later in the drive, 4th and 1. They tried it earlier. They got a penalty. They had 4 more downs. Ramondre Stevenson got stuffed. Great job, Cincy.
Yes, on the goal line.
Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Trevion Henderson with a run, but another out at the top pick, Will Campbell, the tackle.
Yeah, they lost the left guard and the left tackle. Something right there for the Patriots to be concerned about.
Very concerned. Boy, what a draft pick he's been, along with the running back, along with both of them. Bengals down by 10. Flacco looking for T. Higgins. He got hurt. PI called on Carlton Davis III. First down, Cincy. Higgins off with a concussion. Hope he's all right. Flacco to Mitchell Tinsley. It's Tinsley town.
And Tinsley had a great preseason. Good to see him coming along.
23-20. Bengals thinking upset, but Flacco hit, looking for Tinsley. First down. Somehow he did it. Under tick. 23 seconds ago. 4th and 10. Flacco to Mike Gesicki. The Patriots are all around the ball, aren't they?
They're always in the right spot, Boone.
So, looking for a flag. There is none. The Patriots, the New England Patriots, they lost opening day at home to the Raiders. They've won 9 in a row now. They are 10-2. May almost 300 yards at the top in his career. Ravens were 1-5. Now they're 5-5. Can they get it? John Harbaugh says head above water. Lamar Jackson and company open a 3-game homestand against Tyrod Taylor, starting a quarterback for the Jets. To John Mechie. Jets led at New England Thursday ago, 7-0, 7-3. Jets. Well, Derrick Henry just got over 60 yards, but there's 2 of them for a touchdown, 10-7 Ravens. Now 3.5 left in the third quarter. That would be a big hole. 17-7 Baltimore. Late third, last minute of the third. Taylor, Tyrod, turned every which way but loose. Look out. Adonai Mitchell puts him in a field goal range. Nick Folk has made like 20-plus in a row. He's been great. And the Ravens lead only 7, Boog, 17-10. Now 20-10. Loop has a field goal, Baltimore. The dump to Breece Hall. One move, and then what? Look at the move. Summer Breece in November. Big game. Jets in the red zone. 7 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 5. Breece outside. Oh, but Marlon Humphrey is there at about the 3 to strip it for a fumble.
The veteran players, they're always Johnny on the spot. You got to protect that football. Breece knows it. But what a play. That's what we're used to being made by Marlon Humphrey.
And good job, Aaron Glenn, to his young running back, because, he's their best defensive threat. Flags going. Taylor looking for Mechie. They're down 20-10, 4th and 14. They weren't going to do it. And, the Ravens, again, took a while to get going. Okay? It took them into the second half offensively, but they've allowed 20 or less in the last 6 games, and they win 23-10. By the way, how's this for a list? Derrick Henry, I know he had only 60 whatever, but he now has 12,294 for his career. Today, talk about a good day at the office. He passed Marcus Allen, Edgerrin James, Marshall Faulk, Hall of Fame, and look who's going to be next. Look who's next, Jim Brown. Do I need to say any more?
No, that's one heck of a list right there.
That was a number we knew as a kid, 12, 3, 12.
Yeah.
Half of Jim Brown's games, by the way, were in a 12-game season. Just so you youngsters add Jim Brown. No. half 12, half 14.
Yeah.
Played 10 years, went to the movies.
No question.
Say no more. All right. The Ravens, they're 1-5, and now they're 6-5. And by tiebreak, they haven't played the Steelers yet.
Yeah.
They're tied, but they're ahead in the division. They're not looking Ravens that we saw last year, and we talked about at the beginning of the show. Offensively, it seems like Lamar, second half, they get going a little better.
They do.
But they look like the class of the division at this point.
We said it earlier about the Steelers water finding its level. The same is true for the Ravens. Although the offense has sputtered, the running game hasn't got quite going yet. Lamar's missing practice, so he's not quite in rhythm. The offense is putting up enough points, but here's what's changed, Boom, the defense. Talk about a defense that's flipped its course. Early in the season, everybody was scoring 30 points on them. And I realize it's Tyrod Taylor and the Jets, but they gave up 10 points today. They got out to the quarterback. They're forcing turnovers. You're starting to hear Marlon Humphrey, Fitzy, and those guys are starting to make plays. And for me, that's the biggest thing. When you start to hear the names of the players that were used to making plays, your star players, I think now their defense is getting better. Lamar will come along. I think he'll get healthy. Okay. He'll start to practice throughout the week. They got to run the football a little bit better. But it's good to have problems when you're leading the North.
Yeah, and again, they opened up a 3-game homestand. New England, they've won 9 in a row. Let me just throw this out there. This is really interesting. They played, right? They played a Thursday game, so they had 10 days for this. Now they play a Monday game a week from Monday. That'll be the Giants. Then they and Carolina are the last team with a bye. And I say that because they're going to be, and they're pretty young anyway.
Yes.
They're going to be pretty darn fresh late in the year. By the way, Patriot fans, in 2001, they had the last bye also. I'm just saying. What do we see today? Now they see teams gunning for them. They still won.
Young team went through a little adversity. The quarterback throws the pick six. They didn't back up. You lose your left guard. You lose your left tackle. They still continue to play and they continue to fight. And I just love for a young team to be able to play that way on the road. To me, that just shows you a little bit something. And I know Mike Vrabel, he wants his team. There's something in football called seasoned and hardened. This young team got a little bit more seasoned and a little bit more hardened today, and it'll pay them well. It'll pay dividends in the postseason because it's simple math now. Boom, they're 10-2. I mean, we can start talking magic numbers here pretty soon with this team because of how well they played. I don't want to hear about the schedule. It's the NFL. They're playing who is on their schedule. But for them to win and the quarterback to continue to work through adversity, I thought this was a growing step and a win today for them.
And they're going to be rested.
No doubt.
Don't anybody overlook what we just threw out there. Seahawks, you better be rested if you're going to play them. Now they lost to the Rams last week, 4 turnovers. Sam Darnold, they still almost won the game.
Yes.
Now they're at Tennessee. Tennessee played them tough. At 3-3 early second quarter, but Sam Darnold to Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. 63 yards, 10-3 Seahawks. Every game he's over 100.
He's been the best receiver in football this season.
16-3. Myers hit a couple of field goals. At start of the third quarter, Darnold, why wouldn't you look for JSN again? Gets the step, 56-yard gain. Nope, the tip. It's the Tennessee two-step. It would make sense, right? Scoring territory, Seattle. Early third, still Darnold, JSN, second touchdown, 23-3. Unlike Seattle has been, when they have a lead over a quote inferior team, they put the games away.
Yeah, they usually do.
But this youngster, Chimere Dike, has been a real bright spot for a tough season for Tennessee. Punt return, Fields in his own 10. I don't think they're going to get him. He could go all the way. 23-10. Special teams Titans. Now 30-17. Cam Ward excited. He hung in there.
He does. He does it every week, Boom.
I mean, look, he doesn't have a lot to work with, and they're behind. But Cam was tough. Seattle sacked him 4 times. There's a 9-yard pick, and that DK again for a touchdown at 30-24. So with 40 seconds to go, it's an onside kick. You never know. Johnny Hecker's been around a long time. But you know what? They touched it before it went 10. So it's not even could they get it. I mean, they did, but so what?
Yeah, it's got to go 10 yards. The fact that it didn't, they touched it before, game over.
So the Seahawks are 8-3. Tennessee's lost 6 straight. Smith and Jigba, 8 for 167, already has broken the Seahawks single-game record for yardage and receptions. DK Metcalf had it. They had a guy named Steve Largent. I understand, times were different then, but he's already done this, and they've only played 11 games. Now, Packers, Vikings. Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, can he get it going? And what, a 6 start? Jordan Love? On and off, kind of interesting offense. Jordan Love to Dontavian Wicks. Minnesota leads 3-0. Wicks almost lights the candle to the 1. And then Emmanuel Wilson at a 100-yard game. That's one of them. 7-3, hack at Lambeau. They've lost 2 in a row there.
Yeah, not good.
Vikings down 10-3. McCarthy, minute left in the half. This Justin Jefferson, I think he might be pretty good.
Yeah, they need to throw him the ball a little bit more. LSU.
That's right. You're not involved in that. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
a 19-yard pickup, Minnesota. And then a 59-yard field goal by Will Reichert. Outdoors, November, Lambeau. It's good. Wow.
Wow. These balls making a difference, Boom.
Yeah, you think? 10-6 to score. Daniel Whelan boots it over the head of the returner, Miles Price. But look what happens. It backspins like one of your wedges into the green, and it hits him, and Zane Anderson gets the gift for Green Bay.
Yeah, really good job there. Just unfortunate for Minnesota. You got to know where you are and where that ball goes.
And now 2 plays at her second goal. It's Wilson again. 17-6 Green Bay after the gift, if you will. Late third, Micah Parsons. Look out. Micah had 2. He's got 10 already this year.
He's been as good as advertised for the Packers.
7.5 to go, 23-6. Rashawn Gary. Oh, he can still play. Hits the arm of the quarterback, McCarthy. Isaiah McDuffie picks it up. Packers defense just wouldn't let him breathe.
And 5 sacks on the day. They know how to close you out, especially in Lambeau.
So the Packers going into a very interesting, we should see them in a second, Thanksgiving game against Detroit. Like, that's a good way to wake up on Thanksgiving. The Packers beat Minnesota, who are now like 4th and buried 4th at 4-7. Wyatt also had 2 sacks for Green Bay. Lions? Remember, they're all looking up at the Bears. Lions at home against the Giants. And if you get Jameis Winston playing, you better watch football for 3 hours. He's just so much fun. Winston, Devin Singletary. Back to Winston, to Wan'Dale Robinson. Mike Kafka's G-Men. Taking a page out of the Lions book.
Boom, how about those tricky G-Men and then Jameis hanging in there and throwing a dime downfield?
7-0 Giants on the road. Giants lead 17-7, 4 minutes left in the half until staying alive. Jahmyr Gibbs, he did more. What? You're not tackling me. 49 yards, deep they are. Next play, Jared Goff says you did that. Why don't I do this? He's hardly, how about that around the pylon?
As long as the ball gets across the pylon, touchdown Gibbs.
2017, the Giants still lead by 3. We're at the half. Winston to Gunnar Olszewski. Wait a minute, is that Jameis out in the pack? What? And then get out of here. I'm on my feet. Jameis Winston, a thrill a minute. Winston plays good like a quarterback should.
But how about the quarterback adjusting to the ball? The ball was underthrown. He adjusts to it, then to break the tackle. Who says quarterbacks aren't athletes?
They're having a blast.
Yeah.
The Giants are having a blast. Now we're 11 minutes to go in the 4th until they watch this. They're not having a blast when Gibbs, I don't think they're going to get him. 49 yards, 27-24. Lions trail by 3. Mike Kafka's Giants. Can they win it? Winston, 4th and 6. To Theo Johnson, but broken up by Rock Yassin. Turnover on downs. The Giants could have gone up by 6. They didn't. And the Lions, can they get a field goal drive? Goff to Gibbs. In field goal range for Dan Campbell. Jake Bates from 59.
It's a little bit of draw at the end.
But it's in. And we're tied at 27. First play. Lions get the ball in overtime, and Gibbs could go all the way. 69 yards for him. Lions lead 34-27. Giants have a chance. Jameis has thrown a couple of deeper balls to get him into a chance, but Aiden Hutchinson, the closer.
When the game is on the line, you got to have a closer. Mariano Rivera, Dennis Eckersley, they got Aiden Hutchinson, ball game.
Wow. You know what? The Giants don't have a good record. They're fun to watch, whether it's the young quarterback, Jackson Dart, who's still concussed, Jameis Winston, but Detroit wins. So everybody holds serve atop that division. Yeah. The Bears win, the Lions win, and the Packers win. There'll be a lot. And they haven't played against each other a lot this year. There will be a lot of that coming up. All right, where do we want to begin here? There was 1,000 yards in that game, okay? Each team had about 500. I think the Giants had 5 and a little bit, and the Lions 494, but you get the point. So offensively, I don't see a problem. By the way, what was the number? Just want to give it here. Of course, I can't find it. 264 from scrimmage for Gibbs, rushing for 219. Only Barry twice in team's history of more than that.
And remember when the head coach took over play calling? Everyone wondered why. Johnny Morton was the offensive coordinator. Now Dan Campbell is calling plays. The offense has more life. It's more explosive. Jahmyr Gibbs is now back to being a featured part of the offense. And the offense can put up points in a hurry. The big play is back. That's the thing that we knew for when Ben Johnson was there. It was the big play. It was the creativity. It was getting touchdowns on the board. And now that Dan Campbell is back calling the plays, you're seeing that. Defensively, I think they'll get better, Boom. Aiden Hutchinson is still healthy. Barnes is still healthy. The secondary has got to get a little bit healthier. However, when you can score points and are as explosive as they are, they can beat anybody. Now, when they get in these big division games down the stretch, the defense has got to be a little bit better. But I think if you're Dan Campbell, the move to him calling the plays is paying off.
The defense has to get better, and the offense is as good as there is.
No doubt.
The Packers, conversely, their defense doesn't have to get much better than that. I don't care what the ranks are. They're one of the tops, and you saw it again. Minnesota learned the hard way. Offensively, they're still almost like we got the seatbelt on. Not the shoulder strap, but the seatbelt. They can't quite get out of the chair. You know, that's kind of, they're good and they're winning games, and they should be a playoff team, But
you just wonder if the defense gives up a few points, can the offense match? Defensively, Jeff Hafley, the defensive coordinator, is outstanding. Michael Parsons, Rashawn Gary, Wyatt, boom, they got 5 sacks today. J.J. McCarthy, I promise you, seeing ghosts. He thought they were playing with 13. That's how good they were. Offensively, to your point, like Jordan Love just, it's like something is missing. Now, granted, they were without the tight end. He's not coming back this season. The tailback Jacobs wasn't there.
Right.
And they're missing their starting center. So I understand you're missing some players, but when you play a quarterback, when you pay a guy $52 million, you expect him to make and make everyone around him better. And I think that's your point. He's not doing that right now. He seems to be a part of the issue. In order for them to win a championship, because the defense is championship ready. It is.
Yeah. Oh, God, yes.
The quarterback is not. And so is there enough time for him to get there between now and the tournament?
Fans of both teams will keel over when I suggest this.
Okay.
Can we get a merger if you had the Lions offense and the Packers defense? I'll give you a Super Bowl champ.
I'd bet
I'm
on
just
that.
saying.
I'd bet on that team.
I'm saying it real quick. J.J. McCarthy, you can tell he hasn't seen much action, and they're teeing off.
If you look at it glass half full, Boom, you say he's only played 7 games. Right. If you look at it glass half empty, you say he's played 7 games and they've all been the same. A couple of moments, but for the most part, very, very inconsistent.
All right, a little bit of more interest than you normally would think in a Browns-Raiders game. Why? Shedeur Sanders is starting for Cleveland. And by the way, Myles Garrett and Max Crosby, who would tee off more or better? 7-0 Browns. They score early. Shedeur, look at this. Oh, he has a quick bond with Isaiah Bond. You're going from a distance. Kind of looked like University of Miami, doesn't it? A little bit. Anyway, what a throw there, huh? Dion, hey! Cowboy hat in place. And then Quinshon Judkins, good rookie, Cleveland. Browns? They lead 14-0. Browns? Second quarter. Offense back out. Shedeur looking for Jerry Jeudy. Well, went to Charles Snowden. It does snow in the winter, but not really in Vegas much. 18-yard return. Raiders field goal, 14-3 Cleveland. 3rd and 15 Raiders under 5.5. Geno. Look at Geno. Malik Collins. The blocking sprung Malik. I had it. Sometimes you write yourself. You said it myself. Then Myles Garrett. The ball is out. Stone Forsythe falls on it. Raiders for the loss of 10.
Myles Garrett had 3 sacks on the day, 18 for the season. Boom.
Cleveland 5 in the first half sacks, 14-3. Now 17-3. Garrett. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Should we really be showing this a family show?
Yeah, it is, but I mean,
okay.
Garrett blocking.
Myles. Oh, my goodness gracious. Another sack for him. Sanders with a short pass to Dylan Sampson. Oh, Sampson. Don't cut his hair. Leave it long. He's so powerful. 66 yards. First TD pass for Shedeur.
That's really good. Rookie to rookie right there for the Browns.
24-3. And then you'll never guess who was in off the sack. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
Browns have 10 sacks today. 10. Most that any team has had the last couple of years. And the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, they win at the Raiders 24-10. Shedeur Sanders, Cleveland quarterback, making his first start for the team. He's on a very short list, as in, I think, for the new Browns, 1.
For me to be prepared to go out there and execute, like from a summer standpoint, that's how life is. You know, everybody's not in the everybody's not in the best situation, you know, but it's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? You know, so a lot of people want to see me fail, and that ain't going to happen.
I wasn't a fail on this day. And, of course, Dallas, the tragic death of Marshawn Kneeland, and it's their first home game since, and moments of silence in both teams, and everybody in the stands remembering the young man and was feeling very sorry. Eagles came out, Jalen Brown to A.J. Wait a minute, Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown.
You knew that was going to happen.
Thought they were 2-8 with all the noise, 7-0. Then Hurts keeps it himself, 14-0 Eagles. They're going to win pretty big in Dallas, even though Dak has won, goes at 18 straight division games at home. The handoff to Cavante Turpin, he slipped, loses ball. Zach Bond, Eagles defense, they're in business, 3rd and 12. The Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith. He's working at night. You can still see him on the highways. There are the cleats, 41 yards, 3rd down for Philly. They complete, and then Hurts on a tush push. Jerry Jones says it was 21-0, now 21-7 at the half. But give Dallas credit. Out of his own end zone, Dak to George Pickens. And Dak passes Tony Romo, all-time Cowboys passing leader. Congratulations to him. Dak, A-B-C-D-E-F-G Lamb. 48 yards, no push-off call.
These two receivers have been absolutely outstanding. George Pickens, C.D. Lamb, they're a problem.
Nick Sirianni, he goes, Dak to Brevin Spann-Ford. A lot of names, a lot of results. 21-14 through 3. Dak, 4th quarter to Pickens. Between defenders in the red zone, Dallas. 2nd and 7. Dak, I'm going to keep it myself. Can I get there? Woo! How about that, Cowboys? They've come from 21 back.
Momentum is real, Boom. Momentum is real.
21 all, 6 minutes to go. Xavier Gipson tries to make something out of the punt. Special teams, Cowboys. Bang! Elijah Clark knocks it loose. Trent Sig gets it.
A really good job. Clark knocked it loose, Boom. He got knocked down twice on the play, but the hustle to come back and get in on the tackle, outstanding.
Really? They're going to come from all the way back? Dak? Jake Ferguson incomplete. They don't get it under 4 minutes to go. 4th and goal from the 1. Brian Schottenheimer said, well, we didn't kick the field goal. Still tied at 21, but so what? Dak, Pickens, finally brought down 24 yards. Now they're in field goal range. Brandon Aubrey, heaven forbid, missed like a 51-yarder. From 42, yeah, it's good. Good. 24 unanswered points. Cowboys? Oh, my goodness gracious. The Kneeland play, look, they've honored their fallen teammate with 2 wins. The one on Monday night against the Raiders, and this one against their arch rival Eagles, who they lost to the opening game. Philly is 8-3, and Dallas 5-1, heading into Thanksgiving at home against Kansas City. So we thought at 21-0, if they lose to the Chiefs, we're going to goodbye Dallas, and not, as our good friend Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend.
And talk about momentum. Down 21-0, you and I both were like, Then all of a sudden, momentum started together. And I can't tell you what a difference these receivers make. When you have Pickens and Lamb together, 13 catches, 221 yards. That's what they combine for. And they are a problem for any defense to deal with, because if you're saying, I'm going to take away those two receivers, Javonte Williams can run the football. This offense is as explosive as they want to be. And I thought Philly, the biggest problem with Philly, when you get a 21-0 lead, boom, you're supposed to run the football. They still can't run it. Saquon Barkley, all season long. 2,000 last year, not so much this season. And you saw the flaw of the Eagles. They had to continue to throw the football. But the Cowboys and the combination of Dak, George Pickens, and CeeDee Lamb is a problem for everybody in the league.
As good as that defense has played by shackling Detroit and Green Bay recently, 21-0, not closing the deal. Even though Dallas offensively is as potent as anybody, that's a head scratcher. Look, the defense will never go 17 for 17. You know you played on great defenses. But they're not going to be happy.
When it's 21-0, at that point, you're supposed to close it out. And I thought the lack of pass rush up front and the ability on the back end, they got some people hurt. When you start looking at the people on the back end, they didn't quite cover. They had problems dealing with those receivers. And if you can't cover them and you can't rush the passer, it's going to be a problem. But you're right. Vic Fangio and his defense will be highly disappointed.
Unusual. It won't happen much?
It won't happen much, but it happened today.
But Dallas kept them alive. Dak threw for 354. Falcons, Saints. Now, this series has been home and home. You're at home, you win, even though last year 2 close ones for each of the home team. Kirk Cousins, remember, starting for the rest of the year, Atlanta Penix out injury. Bijan, Mustard, and Robinson. Splits a couple of defenders. He's down to the 8. 32-yard gain. A little pitch from Cousins. Now, looking for David Sills. Sills, he nashed and younged it into the end zone. It's 10-0 Atlanta. This throw off the hands of Kyle Pitts, picked off by Justin Reed, former Chief playing for his hometown team. Pick 6 for New Orleans. At home, the place rocking.
It's rocking. Dennis Allen's defense is rocking. Really good pick there by him.
However, they trail 16-7 at the half. Fourth quarter, Taysom Hill. What? Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Really? 3rd and goal, and it's called for intentional grounding. So that was just the snap. So they kick a field goal, 16-10. Cousins, play action. Darnell full Mooney. Caught for the touchdown, although it's really kind of a sliver now. Did you see it the other night?
I saw it. I did.
49-yard strike, and so the Falcons go for 2. They make it 24-10. And Atlanta, they're okay when they're okay. Does that make sense?
And they're not okay a lot.
I know. Jags, they've been okay. 7-4. They blasted the Chargers last week. They're 6-4 at the Cardinals, who, they're close every game. Trevor Lawrence hit Walter Nolan. Oh, the big fella score.
Who says they aren't the best athletes on the field, Boom? When the ball is in the air and you're over 320, the ball is attracted to you and you just catch it. But then let's go score. Oh,
wow. Nolan, he reaches the ball pass. I think 2 number 97s had big returns today.
Absolutely.
Right? Cardinals trail 14-10 at the half. Lawrence throwing for a first down. Buda Baker still doing it for Arizona.
And doing it at a high level. He just read Trevor Lawrence's eyes.
3 picks now for Arizona against Lawrence. Jacoby Brissett, 47 completions, NFL record last week. To Greg Dortch. And the Cardinals, they lead 21-17. Under 4 to go. Lawrence. Oh, he looks smooth back there with the rush to Parker Washington. Touchdown, Jack Lee. 24-21. Liam Cohen, what do you got? Now, Cards turn it over on downs. Lawrence. Do I find anyone? Well, he was under pressure, incomplete. Cardinals get the ball, down 3, no timeouts. Tick, 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 35 seconds to go. Jacoby Brissett to Michael Wilson. Tick, 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 down to the 11, 31 yards. Hurry up, get the ball, hurry up, spike it. Chad, this land is your land, this land is Ryland. 29-yard field goal, good. Third overtime game today. If you like football, this is a good day to make sure you have some chips.
Extra football, that's what they call it.
Extra football. Now, Jags have kicked a field goal. Brissett on 3rd and 4. They need a field goal to tie. Jarrian Jones incomplete. He knocks it up, I should say. 4th and 4. Last chance. Jacoby going long. Oh, it hung too long. Wingard and Christian Braswell break it up for the Jags.
Not sure if that's the throw I would have made on 4th and 4 with 4 minutes left. Yeah, a little greedy there.
When he complete 47.
Yeah, that was the other day, though. Yeah.
Jacoby had 317. Wilson caught 10 for 118, but Trevor Lawrence and the Jags get an important win. They are now 7-4, and remember, very much in the hunt. Well, you are what your record says you are. So the Jags at 7-4, and in that division, they've yet to play the Colts, right, who are in first place, who lost for the 3rd time, and we'll talk more about Houston as well. So all of a sudden, that's getting muddied. Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Well, here's what I will say: the excitement when Dart started to play for the Giants.
There you go.
Or lose.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm not saying Dylan Gabriel, the rookie, didn't give us all and maybe fine one day, but there was excitement. Now the Raiders aren't much of a force offensively, but that being said, you could see we're 7-0 out of the gates.
Boom! It's amazing. If you raising children, I was always told that as a parent, someone never has to ask you how you're doing. They just watch your children, and they can tell what kind of job you're doing. Think about that.
Okay.
When you watch the Browns play, you don't have to ask who can galvanize them. Just watch the teammates when they step on the field. When Shedeur Sanders rolled to the right and threw the bomb down the field, boom, everybody on the sideline stood up. Myles Garrett was like, whoa, what is that? You can tell his teammates are excited for him. Everyone feels like, even though he's a rookie and there are certain things that he's learning on the job, he brings a different dimension to the team. He brings a level of excitement, and that's something that I think if you're Kevin Stefanski, you're the head coach, regardless of how you're evaluating these two guys, you got to pay close attention to, because the players know in the locker room. Now, Shedeur is a rookie. He's going to make a ton of mistakes. The Browns aren't going anywhere this year. They've been in quarterback purgatory for a long time. Dylan Gabriel has started so far, haven't really seen much. I think it's an opportunity for the Browns and Kevin Stefanski. Let's see what this rookie has, Shedeur Sanders. He played well today. He threw an interception. He'll learn from it. But right now, you have to like what you see. And the players in the locker room are excited, very similar to how you pointed out that Jackson Dart was in New York, and his teammates were for him.
They're home next week against San Francisco. Weather could be late November along Lake Erie, and probably into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, do they have something in either quarterback? I mean, that'd be not that even 5 or 6 games tells you everything.
Yes.
Although we don't like what we're seeing, we talked about McCarthy, Minnesota so far. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a whole nother thing. I want to repeat to say it clearer. Since the Browns started anew in 1999, he's the first quarterback for Cleveland to make his first start with them and win his first game. They go 1-0. That's, it's over a quarter century.
That's not nothing.
That's quarterback purgatory.
that's not nothing. And good for him. Let's see where it goes.
Thursday night game was an eye-opener. I know it's several days ago. The Bills off there rousing that fun game against Tampa Bay. Houston laid the lumber to them, and 0-3. We'll start with Houston. 0-3 Houston.
Yeah.
Now 6-5 with a defense that, and we assume C.J. Stroud will be coming soon. Davis Mills 3-0 in relief. With that, we're seeing 4 or 5 of these teams with defense that are like, whoa. And they're starting to really command a lot of the playoff potential spots that we're seeing on the standings.
Think about sports. Basketball, baseball, a hot goalie in hockey. When does defense not carry the water?
All the time.
Like if you got a really good defense, a dominant defense, you can do some things. You can win championships. And I don't know if the Browns defense is as dominant. We're not going to talk about the 85 Bears or the Ravens or my Buccaneers. But boom, what they did to the Bills on Thursday night, that's the reigning MVP. That's Josh Allen. They made him look like a mere mortal. And the thing that I was most impressed with was the speed and the effort that they played with. They're a young football team. Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson Jr., Derek Stingley. A lot of those guys are under 25 years old, Boom, and they play with a hunger. They're searching for something that they know is out there, and they've yet to find it. And that is a dangerous proposition. I've been there. I watched Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks hunt day after day for that elusive title. It was relentless pursuit of greatness. You start to see some of the same characteristics in the Texans, how they play. They got a defensive head coach in DeMeco Ryans. They understand if they don't score, they don't win. It's been fun for me to watch the Texans play. And if C.J. Stroud comes back and he's anything like he was a couple years ago, look out.
Fun to watch them play because they're 0-3.
Yeah.
It can't be done.
Well, and you got to give Davis Mills credit because he brought him up off the mat.
Oh, God,
yeah.
yes. Oh, God, yes. And just so you know, for Indy, who are first place, 9-3, they have the Jags twice and they have Houston twice.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so that's including next week. So all of a sudden, the division that was this is a little bit of Buffalo. Can they catch New England still? They could. I mean, they play them again, although this time in New England. They have some favorable games, but inconsistency. They scored on the first drive. You know, Cook ran, and then they had a return for a touchdown, right? And then that was kind of it. And they have Josh Allen. And defensively, well, you saw Houston on one side of the field, and you saw them on the other.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's not what we've been used to seeing for even these Bills. I'm not talking about Bruce Smith and those guys. I mean, it's an eye-opener.
It is. And if I took the name off the team and I said, you have a team that can't stop the run, they really don't have a number one receiver, the offensive line is a little shaky at times, but they got maybe the best quarterback in football. You probably say that's a very flawed team. So now you put the Bills' name back on, it's a very flawed team, Boom. That's what they are. But the quarterback is just that good that you think if they have a home playoff game, they can beat anybody because of that place, the last year of that building, and because he's the reigning MVP. But at some point, if you can't stop the run, if you can't consistently have someone outside of the running back make a play, it'll eventually catch up with you. And I think we saw a team the other night when they were overwhelmed with the speed and the athleticism of the Texans defense, but it's Josh Allen. He makes everybody around him better. You just wonder, what if? What if he had one more, like just one more guy, somebody else? I know the tight end Kincaid's coming back, but like it can't just be tight ends. They need some explosive offense down the field.
And they got some speed guy. Miko got hurt right away. But you're not, Andre Reed's not coming in the door. Okay?
No, he's not.
I could call him.
Yeah, Lofton's
right now.
Lofton's not coming back.
Well, he would be helpful.
No doubt.
By the way, James probably still real fast.
Oh, no doubt, he is.
Probably good, but we'll see with the Bills. It's kind of a surprise, and the Patriots keep winning, and they're like, why? They weren't counting on that. Game balls. So we got some guys that are lighting the lamp. I know we just talked defense, but.
Well, absolutely. And for me, here's the thing, Boom. It's not easy for me to watch a guy just dominate the game. But when you watch multiple guys dominate over and over, so my game ball, I'm going to the Cleveland Browns defense.
Okay.
When I say outstanding, Boom, not one, not two, not three, I could keep going, but it'll take me a while to get there. Talk about 10 sacks on the day. They held the Raiders to 10 points also. Myles Garrett, 3 sacks. That gives him 18 for the season. Malik Collins had 2.5. Everybody got a sack. You want a sack. You want a sack. You get a sack. Everybody got sacks, and this Browns defense continues to be the best part of their team. The entire defense gets the game ball.
Like a turkey or a ham, you got to cut that up. You got to give it a lot. And listen, Jahmyr Gibbs. Let me give you this one. I gave you that he had 264 yards from scrimmage, and the Lions won in overtime against the G-Men. He's not yet 24, Booger. He doesn't turn 24 to March. Point is, this is his 44th touchdown. He had 3 today, tying Randy Moss, our Randy Moss, Hall of Famer Randy Moss, as the second most younger than 24. Barry Sanders, you might have heard of him, had 47. Gibbs has got some games left. He's born in 2002. I have socks older than him, okay? In case there's a flood in the basement, you never know what you need. But 44 touchdowns, he's still 23.
You always amaze me with some of the things you come up with. That may be the most stunning thing I've heard in a long time, that he's 23. I had no idea, because it seemed like he's been around forever. He's 23 years old.
I know.
Wow.
You're right. I mean, he Yeah, 23. Yeah, he started playing in the NFL at 14. Pretty good. So we just thought we'd give you some more here. This is like NFL Primetime Plus, if you get the later in the week version.
I like it.
Now we get a good Sunday night game. We think a real fun game. The Tampa Bay Bucks at the Los Angeles Rams, who are winners of 5 in a row, and that's the longest winning streak in the NFC at this moment. So with highlights, welcome back to our Scott Van Pelt. Scotty?
Boomer, thank you very much. The Rams continue to roll as Tampa Bay comes into town. Matthew Stafford playing at a remarkably high level. We're scoreless more than midway through the first, and it's a 3rd and 18 throw to Puka Nacua. Move the chains. 2 plays later, Rams down there close. He told me on SportsCenter afterwards, he said, I watched Davante do this to us for years when he was in Green Bay and I was in Detroit. They've got a great chemistry down there. Touchdown at 7-0. Tampa Bay trying to answer. Cade Otton bobbling the football. Unfortunately for the Bucs, it's right into the hands of Kobe Durant. He's got blockers, and he's into the end zone. Rams, their first non-offensive touchdown of the season. He just rips it away from Otton, and the Rams have a 14-0 lead. Second quarter, Rams in there close, and Stafford doing that thing where he's looking one way and throwing another. He knows right where Colby Parkinson is. Beautiful toss. It's 21-0. Buccaneers go on a drive of their own. Tez Johnson grabs the touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield, who went into the blue tent. He's dealing with a shoulder issue. Matthew Stafford, no problems at all. Stafford, play action to Nacua, gain of 24. And then Stafford looking deep for Davante Adams. Perfect toss. Stafford now the odds-on favorite for the MVP. It's not too early to be talking about that, I don't think. 28-7. And remember when Baker grabbed his left shoulder earlier in the highlight? Here, as he loads it up to try to throw it as far as he can at the end of the half, it kind of floats and comes up short and is picked off by Emmanuel Forbes Jr. That left shoulder in distress. Todd Bowles said after the game it's a shoulder sprain and he'll get an MRI on Monday. There you see him in the second half in a sling and down big. This was just too big a deficit. As Teddy Bridgewater is in, it's 4th and 8 and he's sacked by Kobe Turner. 31-7 is the score. Rams get a field goal. Buccaneers getting close. Bridgewater again under pressure. Jared Verse gets the sack, his second of the game. One of the all-time greats, Aaron Donald, cheering on his squad as the Rams are now the 1 seed in the NFC with the Philadelphia loss. Stafford jumps out early with those 3 touchdown passes in the first half. Now Tampa Bay is very interested in the Monday Nighter as they could find themselves looking up at the Panthers if they were to go on the road to San Francisco and get the victory. We'll be monitoring the status of Mayfield moving forward. The Cardinals visit Tampa next week. Meanwhile, the Rams will hit the road to take on Carolina off a short week and a trip from the East Coast, from the West Coast, I should say, back to the East Coast. Boom, happy Thanksgiving.
Well, partner, we've done all we can. I mean, the table is now set, literally, for Thanksgiving in the NFL. It's set.
Boom, I can't wait. It's my favorite holiday of the year for a number of reasons. The football is great, but for us to be thankful for the opportunity that we have to do this show and to bless and to be able to communicate with our viewers, it's a fun time of the year for us.
Well, we feel this show honest. It sounds like the right thing to say. This is kind of a family with NFL Primetime. And this family's been going on for a long time. And I know Tommy's out there watching. And you, my goodness, Tommy, we're starting to be a real item now, you know.
I'm starting to be able to finish your sentences, and that's dangerous.
That's very dangerous. Tommy will lecture you on that. Not don't do it like him, but like you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonder. But at any rate, to everybody out there, our family, our football family, have a great time with your family and your friends and your loved one. It's a simple holiday, and we look forward to seeing you guys all next week. For Booger, I'm Boomer. Serve it up. Enjoy it.